Hello and welcome to another Raggy's video. So, as part of the best four in Sainsbury's beers, from my point of view at least, the third, or number two on the list for me as the best beers is from, would you believe, Greene King. Now, regarding what happened to Hardy and Hanson's in Daybook, can't say as I'm the biggest Greene King fan, you know. But business is business, I suppose. I don't know the ins and outs of the deal. I just know that Nottinghamshire lost one of its breweries, and that needles me. However, the beer itself is absolutely outstanding. So it's not a review. None of these are. They're the best four beers in Sainsbury's for me. Don't need to review it. I just think they are great beers. So come and join me as we just drink the beer, relive what is a cracking beer, nonetheless. So Old Crafty Hen, Oak Aged Strong Ale, 6.5%. And we'll read what it says on the back. We take our legendary 5X Strong Ale, aged gently in oak vats for many months, and blend it with Old Speckled Hen to create this masterpiece. A perfectly crafted premium ale bursting with malt, toffee and dried fruit notes. 6.5% blending, eh? Who knew? Personally for me, I loved Hen's Tooth. We don't see that these days. I've not seen the other limited edition ones out there. I've not. I assume you've got to get them from the Greene King website because they're not, you know, for the masses anyway, out there. Just look at that. Oh, beautiful colour. You know, that amber colour and an off-white head. Beautiful toffee nose. Yeah, I know it's in a clear bottle. But most of the time it spends its life on supermarket shelves, and not for long either. And you know, I'll be honest, I'm going out to pubs at the moment, and I support pubs. I support breweries, as I have done on this channel for many years rather, many times, many years, over and beyond probably what other reviewers do. Maybe not. I don't know really what other people do. But I'll tell you now that recently we went out Bank Holiday Monday, so literally a few days ago, and there were some beers there, and I'm not telling you the pub, the breweries, but 2 or 3 of the beers were crap. There's nothing wrong with the pub itself. The pub's a good pub. They know how to keep good beer. One of them was hazy, and I tell you what, it was disliked by everyone. In fact, I think 3 of them were hazy, to be fair, but yeah. But yeah, one was universally disliked, and then you come to something like this. You don't see this in pubs. Don't. I've never ever seen Old Crafty Hen in cask or anything other than bottle. But when the beer's that good and consistently that good, it's sad really. But you know, you pick your best 4 beers, and this is number 2 on the list, and it's beaten off some very good beers. I mean, there's not a craft beer in that top 4. Craft beers, you know, obviously, well, supposedly more expensive to make than trad, Supposedly, I don't know really. I suppose it depends on the beer. I suppose it depends on the hops. A mega brewery can brew beer using automated systems against smaller breweries that are using obviously manpower or woman power for that matter. But quality. Can't beat quality beer. And a lot of people these days, you know, they're drinking craft beer week in, week out. Well, I do, you know, do beer reviews. I drink craft beer week in, week out. And I don't know. I just think that some of the mod trad stuff is slaughters the crafts, you know, by some distance as well, especially the top end stuff, you know, the really good stuff. But anyway, all about Greene King on this. Old Crafty Hen, and obviously the old hen range is a lot bigger these days. There's session hen, there's, I don't know, there's lots of hens. What a beer though, what a beer, you know. And it's not the fact that, yes, I was brought up on modern traditional. Over the years I've drank a hell of a lot of craft beer. I go out most weekends drinking craft on cask or keg beer, obviously craft. There's some exceptional beers out there, you know, don't get me wrong. It's not me slagging off the world of craft beer. But there's also some shockers out there. I'd be interested to know what other people rate as their top four. Some people will say their lagers are the top four, and you know, we've all got an opinion, you know, and that's what matters really. Bloody hell. Yeah, we've all got an opinion. I'm due my opinion. I'm sure we've all got an opinion about the news these days. And if you're a Man United fan, bloody hell. Yeah, and there so. Well, being a Forest fan as well, like myself. What the hell's happening behind the scenes? I've just read on Facebook tonight that the one about Mourinho's coming back into the Premier League. And that is curious because, you know, West Ham are one of the clubs. Have West Ham got the money to, you know, Mourinho wants to spend and increase the team, I would assume anyway. Probably wants to get away from Turkey, you know. For whatever reason. And he's a proven, you know, classy manager. Whether he needs this another bump in the Premier League. I mean, you look at Man United. Whatever's happening at Forest, Nuno's doing a great job. You know, I've no disrespect for Nuno at all. I thought Cooper did a fantastic job. He got up. There was a lot of bloody players bought. Still kept us in there though. You know, Nuno came, kept us in last year, top 6. Or was it 7? I can't remember now. But yeah, you know where to go. It's anyway. Back to the beer. There's a lot in these, isn't there? It's not a beer review. It's just a drink. Drinking a favourite, an old favourite. I've been drinking this for years now, and it's still quality. They haven't messed about with the ABV. They've certainly not chucked glucose in, which you can taste when you're drinking it. You know, whether breweries do what they do behind the scenes, as long as you can't taste a difference, eh? Sainsbury's. But as long as you can't taste the difference, and the ABV stays the same, then that's a brilliant thing. If they can do it cheaper for them, you know, if that's how it happens, who knows? But if they can do it cheaper, but the quality of the beer is still the same, I'd love to have the what's blended before it gets blended with Old Speckled. I'd love to have the 5X. Imagine that in a 330ml bottle. Bloody hell, it must be good, some good stuff. Because you can guarantee if it's 6.5% blended with Old Speckled, and if you're going to blend it, you're going to put a bit more of the Old Speckled in, aren't you? Hey, to keep, you know, to bring that ABV down and that. But oh dear, it would be interesting. Anybody knows anything? Let us know. You know, somebody out there knows something about it. You know. But yeah, what a drop of quality. Bloody taste is off the charts. It's beautiful beer. I drink so much stuff that you drink it and you're like, I'm never touching that again. And so much stuff that's just boring, nothing to it. And then you get something like this. And like I say, I know it's Greene King and all that. And I get animosity towards breweries, you know. You do. You know, you one minute you've got a brewery that's a favourite, and then another minute you think, yeah, right, yeah. And you discover things, and they're not your favourite. But you can't fault the bit. I've got fruit flies in here from when I did a brew the other week. Blooming things. I sprayed it a few times, but little bloody things are still around. But yeah, banging. Yeah. What's your top 4? This is number 2 out of my top 4. Hey, the number 1's coming, and it's interesting to see what people's 1, 2, 3, 4s are. You know. Oh. Some ways it's an interesting way, this, what I'm doing there. It'll become more apparent in the weeks to come, but yeah. Whew. What a cracking beer. Yeah. Oh, and it's been a long day. I've had 2.5 hours sleep last night. I went to bed at 11. Fell asleep pretty quickly, to be fair. I was knackered. Woke up at 2:30. 2:30. Could not get back to sleep. Lying there, and the more I'm lying there, the more I'm getting stressed, because I just could not switch off. Brain, no switch off. And yeah, lots of things going around in the mind. But yeah, there's a switch off coming soon. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what people think. I can't fault it. You know, it won't get in my top 4 if I didn't absolutely rate it and want to drink it, you know, again and again and again and again. Yeah, you don't get me top 4 for being a, you know, a one-off beer that, oh, that was nice. Yeah, do you want to drink it again? Nah, I'm good. Once is good. That's not the sort of beer, is it? No. It's going to be interesting. I'm bound to upset somebody along the lines, you know, but this is my opinion, yeah, on my channel, so that is what it is. It'll be interesting to see. None of the videos have been put out yet, so still got some reviews to go, and then I'm going to put one a day out and wrap up the Sainsbury's part, and then move on maybe to the Asda part, or maybe just, you know, not bother anymore. I don't know. It yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it cracks. See how it all cracks open. But yeah, it's been a good 7 years. Cheers.